Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to All Around. Hope you're doing well. And today we can learn about forces. So first of all, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel to as many friends as possible. And keep watching the videos. They're really helpful and they're gonna help you a lot in your science topics, science, math, English, and whatever. And if you have any new topic or any topic you don't understand and you think that I can help you, I'm ready to help you. Just type your suggestions in the comment box and make sure my next videos on that topic. Okay, so let's get started. So today's topic is forces. Force is a very common topic in science, and many people find it difficult. Many students find it difficult. So for today we're going to learn about the forces in a range of grade 6 to 7, or like all the basic topics we're going to learn. So let's get started. So the objective of today's video is like we can identify and describe the changes in position, direction, and speed of an object when acted upon by an unbalanced force. So let's get started. So what is a force? What do you mean by a force? A simple and clear definition of forces. A force is a push or a pull. That's all. A push or a pull. You don't need to learn complex definitions. So forces. What? This is the key point. There are many different forces which act on objects. If the forces are balanced, the object doesn't move. Balance means from both sides they are the same. We are going to learn about balanced forces and unbalanced forces in detail. If forces are unbalanced, the object will do one of the following things. What are the following things? Either if the force is unbalanced, it will begin to move. It can stop moving. It can change direction. It can speed up. It can slow down also. Unbalanced. So we're gonna see how each one affects. So balanced and unbalanced forces. Forces occur in pairs, and they can be either balanced or unbalanced. So you can see in the two pages, for the blue one it's balanced and for the other one it's unbalanced. From one side it's down. So that means the blue one is balanced because it is like totally okay, and the other one it has two different forces from each side. The balanced forces. When two forces acting on an object are equal in size but are opposite in direction, that means they are equal. And they are equal and opposite in direction, we say that they are balanced. For example, you see these both arrows, they both are the same, like they both are the opposite and they're equal size. That means this is balanced force. Balanced force do not cause a change in the motion. If you have a picture and says the same size arrows, that means it does not change. There's no motion in it. Now let's see what's force diagrams. We can show. Okay, let's go. We can show the forces acting on an object in a force diagram. So we can show how many forces are acting on an object and the size of each force. In a force diagram, the force is shown with an arrow. So in the force diagram, there will be, you can see the arrows. The larger the arrow, the bigger the force. So if the both arrows are the same size, or all the arrows are the same size, it's balanced force. And if one is bigger, one is smaller, it's unbalanced force. Now the arrows in the force diagram also show the direction that the force is acting on. Now from which side and from where the force is acting on, the direction of the force. Sometimes the arrow will be labeled with the size of the force in newtons. So the unit we measure for force is newtons, N, a capital N. So for example, this one. For the first picture, we can see that the truck stays still. So guess why? Because we can see the two arrows which show 100 newtons and 100 newtons. That means both are unequal, like equal. Sorry. So it's a balanced force. So the truck doesn't move because if the forces are balanced, there's no motion. Now when it comes to the second part, unbalanced force, the truck moves in the right direction because there's a bigger force that is 100 newtons and smaller force. So the pushing force, like from the left side we go, the truck is moving in this direction according to the arrow. And for example, if the bigger force, like for example you change it with 60 and the other side we change it by 100, so it will go in reverse. So we're talking about balanced forces. The ship is flowing on water and the forces are balanced. The ship is flowing. So which two forces are acting on the ship? This question is quite common, and listen to this part really carefully. So this is a ship floating. So which two forces are acting on it? That's why it's floating. Otherwise, why wouldn't it sink? So one force is the gravity, which is pulling it from down, and one force upthrust, which keeps its water's upthrust force, which keeps it up. So if both are equal, the ship will keep going on. If gravity is more, then the ship will sink. Because gravity and upthrust are equal, the ship stays afloat. Now this one, this vase is resting on the table, it is not moving, therefore the forces must be balanced. Now which forces are acting on this vase? So it says it's balanced, that means both the forces are equal. So one is gravity, as you all know, that's the earth's force, and the other one is table's upthrust, which is keeping it up. Now for example, you are in a room or in a classroom, wherever you are. Now you can see some objects. For example, in the classroom you might have a notebook on the table. So is the force equal? Just like the wheels. So we can just look around our room, a classroom, a house, and name some of the balanced forces and action on different objects. That's a quite fun activity. I hope you enjoy that activity. Now unbalanced forces. When it comes to unbalanced forces, when two forces are acting on an object and not in equal in size, that means they are not equal in size. We say that the forces are unbalanced. So for example, when something is accelerating, for example you have a bicycle, you're going quite fast, that means the forces are unbalanced because it is moving, and if it's going at a constant speed, that means it's balanced. And if going like behind, for example when you go up a bridge, so you have to put a lot of acceleration, otherwise it'll come back. That's like the forces mode of gravity. Now for example, in this picture we can see one force is 100 newtons and the other one is 60 newtons. So where will the truck go? From the side, the bigger force, that is 100 newtons, so it goes to the left side. Now unbalanced forces cause any change in the motion. That's what I told. If the force is unbalanced, then only it will be motion. So every moving object has an unbalanced force acting on it by changing the object speed or direction. It can be speed also, it can be direction also. Now this one, unbalanced forces. This is a question. The man in the parachute is slowly falling to the ground. Which force is acting on the parachute? Which force is bigger? How can you tell? So listen to this very carefully. This is also a type of very common question in forces. So this gravity is pulling to the man. We all know that gravity. And the other one is air resistance pushing it upwards. So it's keeping equal. Upwards force and downwards force. So now which force is bigger? Now from the arrow we can see that gravity is bigger. Gravity is the bigger source. We can tell this because the direction of the movement in the man in the parachute is same as the direction of the force of gravity. The parachute is of course going down, it's not going up. So of course we can say that gravity is bigger. So for this figure, the same force is acting on the elephant but without a parachute. There's much less air resistance. So the gravity is pulling the elephant to the ground and the air resistance pushing upwards. So where will it go? Of course to the ground, because gravity is bigger than air resistance. There's no parachute, so there's very less air resistance compared to gravity. Gravity is a bigger force, as we told. Because there's a bigger difference between the force pulling downwards and the force pushing upwards, so the elephant falls more quickly than a man with a parachute. Now this paperclip is jumping up to a magnet. Which force is acting on the magnet? Which is the greater force? So for this question, we can see that which force acting on the magnet. So which forces come on the magnet and which one is greater? So there's one force, that is the magnetic force, is pulling the paper clip upwards to the magnet, and the other one is gravity, that is pulling the paper clip to the now. Now the bigger is magnetic force than the force of gravity, therefore the paper clip moves in the direction of the biggest force, so it will go to the magnet instead of going to the ground. Now this is also a very common question. Each team is exerting a force. What happens if the pulling force produced by each team is equal? If what will happen if it's equal? What happen if the team on the left were able to produce a bigger force pulling force than the team on the right? So what will happen if they equal? It will not move. The rope will not move. And if the left team was able to create a bigger force, then the rope would come to their side, and if the vice versa, it would come to the right side. That's simple. Now this is also an unbalanced question. Based on the forces shown, which arm wrestler will likely win? So from the arrows you can see that the blue one has like a larger force than compared to the green one. So of course he's gonna win. Which direction will both arm moves in? In his direction. For this question, now it says that they are also doing they're pulling the ropes. From the one side the force is 4 newton and from the other side it's 10 newton. So it clearly states that the 10 newton force is bigger, that is the right side. So the rope will move to the right side of the green part. In this question, see, one of them is pulling the ball, and the other lady is also pulling the ball. But who are the greater force? The lady. So the ball will move. In which direction will the ball roll? That one. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and like this video. Comment about your suggestions on the next video and how was this video, and if you have any doubts, don't hesitate to ask in the comment box. Share this video to as many friends as possible. Thank you so much for watching.